Hello everyone. This is Starscreen. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to explain the shell model in aviation. So, let's get this started. The shell model was developed by Sir Elwyn Edwards in 1972 and later on it was modified by Frank Hawkins in 1984. Now, why there is a need of shell model? Actually, shell model helps us in understanding the scope of human factors. It helps us in understanding the interaction between the humans and the other components of the aviation system. The name shell came from the initial letters of the components of this model, namely, software, hardware, environment and liveware. As I said earlier, this model helps in understanding the interaction between humans or liveware with the other components of the aviation system. It can be seen from the diagram of this model that liveware is placed in the center and the other components are around it. It gives a simple representation that liveware interacts with all the other components. Now, let's see what these different components mean here. Software here includes computer software as well as maintenance procedures, rules, regulations and norms of the company, etc. Hardware includes tools, test equipment, instruments, physical structure of aircraft, etc. Environment includes physical environment of workplace like temperature, lighting level, noise level, time of the day, etc. It also includes work environment like work pattern, management of the company, etc. Liveware includes humans in the aviation system, whether it is technician, engineer, supervisor or manager. Human factors concentrates on the interaction between the liveware and other components of the shell model from a safety viewpoint. That is where they can be deficient, like misinterpretation of procedures, lack of tools, inadequate hangar space, shortage of manpower, etc. As we have seen earlier in the diagram that the edges of the blocks are irregular, it represents the limitations of different components. Shell model says that different components must match with the central liveware block in order to prevent any incident or accident. We cannot alter the human beings, but we can alter the other components so that they adapt with the liveware. A mismatch between liveware and other components can lead to an incident or accident. Now, let's see the interaction between the different components. First is the interaction between the liveware and software. It is the interaction between humans and non-physical supporting systems, like how humans react with computer software, how they interpret the checklists, rules, laws, effect of company norms on humans, etc. Mismatch in this type of interaction can happen due to misinterpretation of documents, manuals, checklists, inappropriate procedures, etc. Now, the interaction between liveware and hardware. It is the interaction between humans and machines, tools, equipment, instruments, etc. Mismatch can happen when there is lack of tools or when the person is not familiar with the tools, equipment or instruments. Now, the interaction between liveware and environment. It is the interaction between the humans and the physical and organizational environment. Effect of different lighting levels, noise levels, temperature on humans are covered under this. It also covers the effect of company norms, rules, laws, etc. on human beings. Mismatch can occur due to inappropriate company norms or rules or excessive high temperature or very low temperature, noisy environment, etc. Last is the interaction between liveware and liveware. It is the interaction between humans in the aviation system, for example, the interaction between the technician and the engineer, interaction between the supervisor and the engineer, etc. It also includes intragroup interaction and intergroup interaction. In this, mismatches can occur due to lack of communication between personnel, lack of support from supervisors or managers, autocratic behavior of managers or group leaders, etc. At last, it is important to note that shell model only considers the interaction of the liveware with the other components. It does not consider the interface that are out of the scope of human factors, like hardware and software interaction, software and environment interaction, etc. So, This is all about the shell model. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. If you have any issues or suggestions regarding the video, please write in the comments section. It will be much appreciated.